morning everyone, my name is Alita and I welcome you to join for today's practice to wake up your body. Grab any props and blocks you have, grab your mat and let's begin. We'll begin today's practice by laying down on our backs, so make your way with your legs long, with the backs on the ground. You can have your legs wider. Rest your head on the mat and release your arms by your sides. You can open your palms towards the ceiling, towards the sky. And I give a quick scan to notice, are there any tightness in our bodies from all the twists and spins during the sleep, during the night. Let's relax the face. Keep your eyes softly closed. You can place left hand onto your heart space, onto your chest, and right hand onto your belly, under your ribs. And start noticing the breath. Deepening in your inhalation and exhalation. If your breath is shallow and short, that's completely fine. Just breathe as deeply as you can without forcing yourself, and let the breath travel freely. Inhale, feel the rising in your belly, opening in your chest and maybe slight lift into your collarbones. And have full exhalation out, chest drops down, belly button drops to your spine. Deep inhale, full exhalation out through your nose. Notice if there's any pains in your lower back, and if that's so, just bend your knees and place your feet as wide as the mat. And place your knees to kiss each other, releasing your legs. That should release some pain in your lower back. If your spine feels fine today, just stay with your legs extended long. Few more nice and deep breaths. Inhaling, lifting in your belly, opening your chest, lifting into your collarbones. Exhale out, fully, deeply. Navel travels to your spine. If your knees are bent, extend your legs long. And reach away with your heels and reach away with your arms above your head. A nice long stretch from your heels through your fingertips. You're welcome to find some movements that feel good. Maybe leaning your fingertips onto the right corner of the mat. And a nice extension of left side of the body. Turning back to the center, leaning onto your left. Returning back to center. Start bending your knees and have your knees towards your armpits, holding each knee in each hand. So when you're grasping, not clenching into a little ball. Instead, keep a nice spacious gap between your knees and let the lower back and head rest onto the ground. You can give a few circles into your ankles. Maybe your toes. Now start guiding your knees closer towards the armpits, then apart from each other towards the sides of the room. Continue to draw a circle towards the front of the room and back into the chest. Continue to draw small or big circles. Maybe connect the movement with the breath. Maybe inhaling knees apart towards the front and exhaling knees back towards the chest. If you feel some tension at any point in one hip or another, just linger at that point for a while longer. Work it through, circle it through, and continue to circle, continue to move. One more big circle. Drawing knees back into the chest, into the armpits, changing directions. Knees towards the front of the room, out to sides apart from each other, back into the chest. Maybe softly keeping your eyes closed. Start noticing any points of tension if there are some. Any creaks and cracks are always welcome. A few more. One more. Give yourself a hug. And let's place your hands under your knees. And lift your hand and reach with your hand towards your knees, curling into a little ball. And just start swinging towards the front and back. Giving yourself a rock and roll. And let's roll and come into comfortable cross-legged position. You can grab a book, a block if you have some, or maybe fold out a blanket and place it under your sitting bones. Make sure you sit almost on the edge, almost tipping over. You can place your hands onto your knees, softly close your eyes. Let's find the length in the spine. Imagine you have 3 suns into your body. One sun sits in your lower belly, where your belly button is. The second sun sits into your heart space, and the third one sits on top of the head. Try to connect them all in one long line, reaching from your base, from your pelvis, through the spine, through the top of the head. You can imagine light sunshine shining into the top of your head. Relax your shoulders down. Find the breath. Have your chest nice and open. And start leaning with your right ear towards the right shoulder. And keep your shoulder where it is. Leaning with your ear down rather with your shoulder up. Continue circling down, reaching with your chin towards the chest. Feeling a nice extension on in your spine, in the back of the body, in the back of your neck. Continue circling with the left ear to left shoulder. Staying here. Feeling the breath. Deepen in your inhale. Feel the breath in the right side of your neck. Roll it back down again. Chin towards the chest. Continue circle right ear to right shoulder. Each side can feel different. One side can feel more tight than other. roll back down, chin to chest. And continue to circle left ear to left shoulder. Good. You can blink open your eyes if you want to, keep them closed. Return your hand back to center and plant your right hand onto the mat. Have a soft bend in your right elbow. Then reach with the left fingertips towards the sky. Find the length first and then lean over, length and then reach. Keep your chest nice and open. Reach and then rising towards the sky. Make sure your sitting bones are rooted into the mat, rooted into the proper block. And you feel tightness slowly going away from your side body. Reach, few more breaths. Then start reaching your fingertips towards the front of the mat, sliding the fingertips towards the front and reach towards the left hand side, planting the left hand onto the mat, slide bending the left elbow and reach with the right fingertips up and over. Rotate your chest slightly towards the sky. Rooting towards the ground with your sitting bones. Deepen in your breath. Few more breaths. Good. And returning back to the center, lengthening your spine, reaching your fingertips towards the mat. Relaxing the shoulders down. And rolling or making your way into your tabletop. Remove any props if you had them on the side. Then plant your hands as wide as your shoulders, so wrists under the shoulders, spreading your fingers wide like a lizard, I like to say that. Have your knees as wide as your hips. Take a quick glimpse, check your alignment, plant the tops of the feet into the ground. Keep your spine nice and strong, press into the hands, press upper back out. Engage your belly, engage your lower back. So instead of being here, pull the belly button towards your spine, like zipping up. Really strong tabletop. It may feel tense, especially if you just woke up and you had basically no movement at all, but bear with me. Now on your inhalation, lift the pelvis up towards the sky. Let the belly drop, puppy belly, lift the chest and lift the gaze towards the front of the mat into cow posture. Deep inhale, exhale, roll the pelvis down, scoop the belly towards the spine, roll the spine towards the sky, drop the head down, press into the hands. Inhale, reach, roll the spine down, open the chest, look towards the front. Exhale, roll the pelvis down, scoop the belly in, reach to the spine towards the sky, drop the head down and continue with your own breath. Inhale, dip in. Exhale, roll it down, belly button reaching towards the spine. Inhale, roll each vertebra, each piece of your spine, trying to find a movement throughout your spine. Exhale, and break it. Two more. Inhale. And exhale. Return to neutral spine to your tabletop. Now tucking the toes under, make your way sitting onto your heels. Place your hands onto your thighs, creating some space into the feet, into your toes. Keep your spine nice and tall. Breathe in within the backs of your feet. If that doesn't mean anything to you, just stay there, stay with me, stay with your practice. Good, you can get some circles into the wrist. Maybe flash your fingers. To prepare your arms, your palms for some weight bearing. And let's return back to your tabletop. And tuck your toes. Now ground into your right hand, spreading fingers wide. Start peeling off the left fingertips and reach the left fingertips towards the sky. Open the chest. Deep inhale, exhale, bending the left elbow. Place the left shoulder onto the mat. Let it rest there, finding some opening in your shoulders. Right hand is pressing in front of your face. So right hand is active, right elbow reaching towards the sky. Good. 2 more full breaths. Now pressing into right palm, start lifting up the shoulder off the ground, reach with the left fingertips towards the sky once more and plant the left hand back onto the mat. Now planting, pressing into the left hand, start reaching with the right fingertips off the ground, reach towards the sky, open the chest, press away from the mat. Bending the right elbow, threading it through and placing the right shoulder on the mat this time. Pressing the left hand in front of your face, keeping your left arm active. Make sure you have enough space between your upper body, your shoulders and your knees to keep your spine nice and long. So if you feel that you are turning into a little ball, just move your knees backwards slightly. Find the breath into your shoulders. Two more breaths here, 2 full breaths. Now pressing into left hand, start lifting the shoulder off the ground, reach with the right fingertips towards the sky, open the chest. And plant the hand back down onto the mat. Checking your alignment again. Are your wrists under the shoulders, fingers are spreading wide. Now tap the toes of the right foot. Glide the right foot behind you towards the back of the mat and lift the leg off the ground, reaching away with the heel. You can stay here, or you can start peeling off the left fingertips of the ground and reaching from the left fingertips to your right heel, creating one long line. Keep breathing and keep your focus, keep your balance equal between both sides of the body, so you're not lingering onto your left, onto the right. Holding here and breathing. Start feeling a slight fire in your belly. Now you're gonna bend the right knee and hug the right knee into the chest and elbow reach towards the knee, tucking chin under and make a hollow back, putting the belly button towards the spine and extend in a long line. Inhale, exhale, bend the knee to chest, elbow to knee. Hold. Inhale, reach. Exhale, knee to the chest, elbow to knee. Trying to reach your knee towards the chest closer and closer your heel towards the bone. Inhale, reach. One last time, we're going to hold for a few breaths. Inhale, exhale, bend the knee towards the chest, elbow to knee, hold. Engaging your belly, holding here. 2 more breaths. You're going to reach back up, hold, and place our hand back down, knee back down onto the mat. Then repeat the same on the other side. Tucking toes of the left foot, sliding left foot behind you, reach through your heel. Lift the leg up and long. Start peeling off the right fingertips off the ground. Stay here, breathing. Keeping your balance. Now bending the left knee into the chest, elbow to knee. Tucking chin slightly under. Reach. Knee to the chest, elbow to knee. Oh. Roll the spine towards the sky. Inhale, reach. Exhale, knee to chest, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. And last time you're gonna hold for a few breaths. Bend the knee, knee to chest, elbow to knee, hold. Hug the knee closer if you can. Hug your heel towards your palm closer. 2 more breaths. Ooh, reach. Place a hand back down onto the mat, knee back down onto the ground. Place your toes to touch. Sit into the heels and place your head onto the mat into child's pose. You can have your arms long reaching towards the front of the mat. You can have slight bend in your elbows. In the forehead. You can stay still, pressing into the mat, or you can start rolling your forehead. Just try to find what feels good for you. It's your practice. Find a new movement that will help you to wake up the body. If your wrists get tired, just start to draw some circles when you have a chance. Good. And lift the gaze up. Reach with the fingertips wide towards the front of the mat. And tap the toes under. Start pressing into the hands into your feet. Start lifting the sitting bones towards the sky into a downward facing dog. And bending out your legs, bending in one knee another. Maybe wiggling the tail, finding some movement here. Maybe reaching towards the sides. Oh, maybe reaching with your heels towards the ground, but at the same time keep the soft bend in your knees, overachievers. Please bend the knees. And try to reach your sitting bones, your spine nice and long, nice and tall, pressing you away from the mat. A nice inhale, inside it out through the mouth. 2 more times, inhale. You can make it loud if you want to. 3rd time, inhale. Sliding down. Now you're gonna ground into the left foot this time. Start lifting the right leg off the ground. Reach for the heel. So no need to shoot towards the stars. So you can be here, you can be here. You can do splits if you can do that. I'm gonna be quite impressed. So wherever you are, just stay here and try to keep your shoulders square. Now bend the right knee into the chest, gaze towards the front, keep the movement and stand between your hands and lower down the left knee onto the ground, into the low lunge. Lifting onto the fingertips, open the chest. You can move your left knee to the back slightly more to feel the lengthen in your thigh in the back leg. If you need, you can grab any props and blocks, just an option. Be here or just use your fingertips. Now walk your hands towards the back of the room. Keep your left hip above the left knee. And reach your right toes towards the sky. Lengthen it in the back of the right leg. It may feel tense, especially in the mornings or after a run or after previous day's exercises. Now start rolling your head towards your knee. You can curl your spine. Few more deep breaths. And roll back up into a low lunge. Plant the left hand on the inner edge of the right foot and reach with the right fingertips towards the sky. Open the chest. You can draw a few big circles, reaching with the fingertips over the front, towards the ground, towards the back of the room, and back towards the sky. Maybe connecting the breath with the movement. Inhaling, reaching up towards the sky. Exhaling, drawing down. One more circle. Exhaling, planting the hand back down onto the mat, pressing into the hands. Lifting the back knee off the ground and stepping with the right foot to meet the left into a high plank. There's an option to lower down the knees into low plank. It's your choice. Staying here, pressing into the hands away from the mat. Reaching away with the heels, staying strong, staying here with me. Waking up the body. Now reaching towards the front onto your toes, start bending the elbows, lowering down onto the ground into chaturanga. Now place your feet towards the corners of the mat, press your hands by the rib cage, lift the chest off the ground into a baby cobra. Let's all stay here at the moment. Pressing into pubic bone and into tops of the feet, rather than pressing all the weight into your hands. And lowering back down. Now tucking the toes under, gathering the strength and pressing back into a plank or into half plank, your choice. Deep inhale, exhale, bending the knees, return back to a downward facing dog. You can pedal out the feet if you need to. Reaching the spine, the sitting bones, your tail towards the sky, pressing into the hands. Now grounding into right foot this time, lifting the left leg off the ground and reach through your heel. Now bending the left knee into the chest, hug it in first. Now gaze forward, step between your hands, lower back knee down towards the ground. Lift it onto your fingertips, open the chest. You can move the right knee towards the back if you feel it too. Finding more length in the back of the leg, in the back leg, in front into your right hip. And try to keep the front knee above the ankle. You can change your alignment if you feel that doesn't seem right. Good. Now walk your fingertips towards the back and lift the left toes to shine toward the sky. Lengthen the back of the leg into your hamstrings. And keeping the right hip above the right knee. Good, staying here. Now bowing down the head towards the knee, curling the spine. Maybe closing down the eyes, maybe notice any difference into your legs. Good, lifting back up, bending the front knee. Coming back into a low lunge, planting the right hand, this time onto the ground, and reaching with the left fingertips towards the sky. Open the chest. I invite you to draw some circles and with your hand, reaching the fingertips towards the front, back, and back up. Inhaling, reach. Exhaling, roll back down. 2 more big circles. Inhaling, reach. Exhale, down. 1 more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, plant the back down. Press firmly into the palms. Lift the back knee off the ground. And step back into the plank once more, into a half plank. Or lowering down your knees if you want to. Stay. Breathe in. I'm the loud breather. So yeah, start shifting onto your toes, bending the elbows, lowering down into chaturanga, and tucking your toes and reaching to the corners of the mat, pressing into the hands, lifting the chest off the ground into baby cobra. Maybe lifting into your upward facing dog. If it's in your practice and if it feels good into your lower back, you can now just return back. You can always return back. And make your way into your downward facing dog. You can maybe sit into child's pose if you need to first, and make your way into your downward facing dog. Make these transactions really fluid, really slow, really mindful. No need to rush here. It's only beginning of the day if you're doing this practice in the morning. Now make the baby steps towards the front of the mat, staying into a forward fold. You can have generous bend in your knees and rest your chest onto your thighs. Have your neck long, your head loose. You can rub your elbows and start swinging from side to side. Finding some movement here. At the same time, try to ground in all edges of the feet. Ground into your toe, into your pinky, into your heel. Maybe bowing head, yes. No, no, no to planks, no to chaturangas. Yes, yes to shavasana. Or whatever you want to say no or yes today. Release your hands. Now gliding, sliding your hands onto the shins, maybe onto your thighs, coming into a flat back. You can stay with your hands onto your thighs, onto your shins, and maybe reaching with the fingertips towards the back of the room into airplane arms. You can have soft bend in your knees, so you're not locking into your legs. You're working on your muscles rather onto your joints and your bones. Good. And release back down into a forward fold. And so bend your knees, start reaching with the fingertips towards the sky. Extend the legs. Reaching towards the sky. And have your feet as wide as your hips. Deep inhale, exhale, bring your fingertips down to a turn by your sides. Good. A few loops for your shoulders, reaching with your shoulders towards the ears. Back and down a few more times. Reach to the ears. Reach your shoulders back and down. One more big one. Through your ears. Back and down. Open your palms. Press into your feet. Maybe close your eyes for a few breaths. Notice the balance. If you're wobbling and you don't feel balanced at all, maybe keep your eyes open. Okay, now we're going to have a little bit wider stand. Really gently bending your knees. Let's start swinging your arms from side to side. Just swinging your hips from left to your right. Give yourself a space. I'm going a little bit crazy here. If your kids joined to your practice at this moment, they can do floss. I think this is going to be more common to them. Okay, let's peel your arms floppy and loose. Let them gently hit onto your belly, into the lower back. Little wake-up call to your belly, to your digestion. You may even feel hungry after this. Ready for breakfast. Increase speed. Swoosh, swoosh. Oh, that's a bit funny. Anita, this is ridiculous. I don't care. No one else can see me. Good. Slowly start slowing down. Coming back to standing. Yeah. Give yourself a wake-up call, wake-up hit. Rotate with your feet as wide as your hips. Press into your legs, press into your feet. Engage your muscles, engage your glutes. Extend your spine. Open your chest. Reach with your arms, palms open towards the front. Maybe gently closing down your eyes. And start feeling if you have any sensation into your fingertips, maybe some tingling into your palms. Yeah. Stay here. Now, so bending your knees, reach towards the sky. Exhale, roll it back down into a forward fold. Gently start bending your knees, lowering down your sitting bones towards the ground. Place your hands for your support and place your bum towards the center of the mat. And press firmly your feet into the ground. Knees are bent. Now find the length in your spine first. And there's going to be an option to reach your fingertips towards the front or place our hands for your support towards the back. We can lower ourselves down as slowly as we can towards the ground. So a little fire in your lower abdominals, in your belly. So you can close your eyes if you want to. And lowering down, slowly rolling towards the ground. And try not to surrender to the gravity. Do it as slowly as you can. Maybe pause in the middle. Catch some shaking sensations. And keep breathing at all times, flowing down and reaching. And when you're ready, roll down onto the mat. Have your knees towards the chest, holding each knee in each hand. You can swing from side to side into your lower back or give yourself gentle rolls. Good. Now hand the knees towards the armpits and shine your feet, lift your feet towards the sky. And there's going to be an option to press your knees towards your armpits by pressing your hands under your knees. Or you can hold your shins. Or maybe you can reach and wrap your index fingers around your toes. So try all three options. Maybe start with the first one and find what's best for you. Find yourself into a happy baby. And make sure your tailbone is reaching towards the front of the mat. So your lower back keeps pressing. Keep pressing into the mat and head stays onto the ground. If you feel your chin is lifted towards the sky, maybe it's worth to grab some blanket or the blanket or any prop and place it under your head if you need to. Staying here, pressing the lower back into the ground, and start extending the right leg and left leg, swinging from side to side. Finding some movement here. Returning back to center, pulling your knees down towards your armpits. Now releasing your feet. Give yourself one more hug. and place your feet onto the ground. Place your feet as wide as your mat and ground the palms by the sides of the body. And drop your knees towards the left hand side and let the gravity pull your knees down. So if your knees are not reaching the ground, that's completely fine, just stay there. Releasing your legs, releasing your face, releasing your jaw. Or just smile all the time as me, as I'm doing that. Turn your knees back to center, lower your knees towards the right hand side this time. Inhale, reach back up. Once more, lower down on your left. And turn knees back to center. And move them back towards the ground on the right hand side. Turn knees back to center. And extend the both legs onto the mat. Have your feet wide apart. Extend your arms long by the sides. You can use the space. Have your arms maybe in T posture. I have a wall next to me, so I'm going to stay here. And try to release in your feet. And release in your arms. Stay here only for a few breaths, so you're not snoozing, not taking a nap instead of bed. Just start to notice, are there any tension left in your body? And try to release it with each exhalation. Soften in your belly, soften into your hips, soften your shoulders, your chest. One more deep breath. And start rolling yourself onto the right side of the body. And extend the right arm. And rest your head onto the right arm. Pressing the left hand in front of your face. And pressing into the hands. Start rolling yourself up mindfully, slowly into comfortable cross-legged or any comfortable seated position. Placing your hands onto your knees, and let's try to find a length in your spine once more. You can gently close down your eyes. Remember the picture of the three suns in the body. Keeping your navel over the pelvis, the heart space over the navel, top of the head reaching towards the sky, relaxing the shoulders down. If you haven't done it yet, maybe lift in the corners of the mouth, turning into a little smile, then into grumpy face. Place your hands to touch each other towards the heart space. And thanking yourself for this time, finding this time for the practice. Thanking each other. Thanking amazing day, what's ahead. And sending you all the love. Wishing you all the best and have an amazing day. Bowing down the head, pressing your fingertips towards the forehead. Thank you, bowing down. Namaste. And thank you for joining me for this practice. I hope it led you to wake up your body. And let's see you next time.